friends and I went to skydiving camp when I was senior in high school. Yeah, skydiving. And yeah, I can see some smiling faces around the crowd. I wasn't looking like this all the time, all right? I was a fitter man back then. So, we went to skydiving camp. The first week was training underground, and there wasn't much to talk about, except for a few hot girls, you know. And the instructor, on the last day of the training, teamed 2 of those girls with me. So, thumbs up. So, on the plane the next day, I sat near this beautiful girl, and on the way we're going up, I'm trying to impress her, like, you know, is this your first jump? Hi, I am Emre, something like that. On 4,000 feet, the instructor opened the door of the plane. Now that was a moment in my life, because I realized many things about me, life. The first thing I realized was, well, this was my first plane trip. I'm talking about the 90s. Plane tickets were expensive and they weren't easy to find. So yes, this was my first plane ride, and probably I won't be able to land with the plane. Second thing I realized was, well, 4,000 feet is a high altitude. You know, those cars, they look like ants. Those big trees you see, they look like broccoli from up there. Yeah, it's high. And the last thing I realized was about myself. I had the fear of heights. Yeah, that's not a very suitable place to understand something about yourself. So, I was trying to deal with my fear issue, and the instructor told us to stand up and hook up. We hooked ourselves to the plane, and I still think I have a few minutes, you know, to deal with my fear, because there's a girl in front of me, so I have probably a minute or 2, something like that. But the instructor told her to stand the door and jump and ready. She stood the door and jumped in a split second. Oh my God, she's half mad. Well, guess who's next? Now, the instructor turned to me and said, stand the door, jump and ready. I was probably looking very pale as I was going to the door, because the instructor told me not to look down. He said, don't look down, look at me. Now, funny thing about warnings, when someone tells you not to look down, remember, guess what's the first thing you do? You look down. So I'm at the door, looking down to death. Yeah. So I turned to my friends over there. You know, there are some people behind me, they're my friends. I turned them for courage. You know, I was thinking like, come on man, you're the guy, you can do it, go. So I was expecting something like that, but that's, you know, true for real friends. Those guys probably, they're not my friends, because they were looking at me like, you're going to be the best joke ever, we're going to make fun of you forever. So I'm between, you know, total embarrassment and death. So, I must inform you, I was a high school student, so embarrassment wins every time. So I jumped. So, well, I don't remember much about my time in the air, but I remember my feeling when my feet touched the ground. You know, I said to myself, I want to do it again. So here I am, a certified skydiver with more than 150 jumps. And I said to myself between one of those jumps, why fear in the first place? You know, why? I knew skydiving was a safe sport, relatively. Well, I'm not dead. The instructor, he probably had more than 1,000 jumps. He's still alive. So why fear? And I promised myself not to let fear control my life. Because if you do, you won't have a life. Remember this, time is fleeing, but memories are forever. Thank you.